Hey everyone, how are you all doing? My name is Deborah and I am here to give you episode 7's review of Pinocchio. And I told you all I was going to try my best to bring it out today, so it's coming out today. Alright, so this was a pretty interesting episode, but before we go into all that, if you've never watched my reviews, I start from my favorite scenes, then I go to my least favorite scenes, and then I tell you what I thought about the drama as a whole. Alright, so let's go! My number one favorite scene that definitely got me freaking out this episode was definitely the scene where the hospital scene. First of all, when Dalpo was sleeping on the bed and Inha also laid her head and they were all like looking at each other. It was just so cute and I'm like, oh my freaking goodness, and they were sleeping and holding hands and all. I'm like, oh my goodness, this is so precious and stuff. And then after that, when she went out and she was kind of boasting to him like, dude, I'm better, you said I couldn't do this, but see, you were the one that failed, etc etc, and how he was just like, yo, just shut up so I put your shoe on. And then finally when they had your little talk and all, he gave her the back hug. I just thought, oh my goodness, I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, I am so in love with this couple. It's not even funny. So I definitely love that scene. Second favorite scene this week was when Dalpo was having dinner with the granddad, when he had run away from his fears and stuff, and the grandpa made him realize that it's okay to be scared, and right now at least you know what you've gone into. You went into it without really knowing what it entailed to be a journalist or a reporter, but now you know what it entails, so now you can face it head on and you don't need to be scared, which made Dalpo go back. So I really like that scene. Now let's go to my third favorite scene. My third favorite scene was definitely when Dalpo came back and the two reporters, his heads were waiting for him and the other one was scared. And then when he came in, he went to meet Captain, and then Captain told him how he ran away from his own fears because of the mistake he made with Dalpo's dad, and how he met Dalpo later, which had me questioning if he knew at that moment in the elevator when Dalpo talked to him when they met 5 years back when Dalpo was in high school, that was Dalpo. But he said he met Dalpo again, and then Dalpo touched him that day that he decided to go back to being a reporter again. So I thought that was really interesting, and I really liked that scene because it was so touching. So that was my third favorite scene this week. My fourth favorite scene this week was definitely when Dalpo told Bonjour to his face, yes, I like her and ain't nothing you can do about it. I'm like, yes, 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 establish your ground, boo. So I was so freaking happy for him when he finally told Bonjour to his face. And Bonjour, you have to be afraid, be very, 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 very afraid, because Inha likes him and he likes her, so it's gonna work out. So yeah, I was really happy about that scene. So those were my favorite scenes this week. Now let's go to my least favorite scenes and what I thought about the drama as a whole. Alright, so my least favorite scenes, my number one least favorite scene, oh my goodness, I literally started crying, was when he was in the office where he had his interview with Inha, and his self from the past that spoke to Inha was telling him the same thing he said to Inha, and it was kind of like a slap in his face because this was something he was trying to prevent, and this was something that happened to his family. Reporters said so much lies to his family that it ruined his family, and now he kind of did the same thing to someone unconsciously, which kind of makes me feel like it's gonna make him feel like, what if they also, just as he went into it believing that he was right, what if the people from his past also went into it, slash Inha's mom went into it believing that he was right, so that's believing that she was right, so that give him an understanding of maybe where she came from in order to report that news story, and she might not have necessarily gone all out to ruin them, but she sincerely believed that she was right, just like he believed he was right before he found out that there was a loophole somewhere, and he really searched and then he found the loophole. So I thought that scene was really sad, and it was really heartbreaking to just see him be crushed down, and it was a humbling scene though. I like that it humbled him and brought him back to reality, but it was a really sad scene. My second least favorite scene was definitely the scene where he was in the mortuary place, the burial place with the daughter of the woman, the gym woman, and the news came on, and I was so mad at the people who didn't turn off the TV. How hard is it to turn off the freaking TV? I was so mad. And when he saw her and her reaction and when he was crying, I just couldn't take that scene. It was just so sad. So that was one of my least favorite scenes this week. My third least favorite scene this week was definitely when the brother found out that Inha was the daughter of Chaok, the woman, the reporter woman. I was so sad that he found out, because that means now he's gonna come after Inha, but that's gonna spawn the story to start. But I really did not like that scene, and I wasn't finding that scene funny. Now let's go to what I thought about drama as a whole. Alright, so let's talk about Inha. First of all, I loved Inha this week. It was so amazing how she cared so much about him, and she didn't give two F's about any other person, that she didn't care about transmitting the disease to them, especially Bomju that she had. She was all with Bomju and allowing him to carry her and come near her because she doesn't love him. But immediately, and if Lee Jung-suk tries to come near her, Choi Da-po tries to come near her, she pushes him away, and she didn't want him to come near her, not because she was angry at him, but because she didn't want him to find or to get the disease that she had, or the sickness and the infirmity that she had. So I just thought that was so cute and that was so precious, and I just couldn't get over how caring and how they showed how much she loves him, and she doesn't even care about anyone else but him. All she sees is him, and she really doesn't want him to get hurt. And even when he had hurt her so bad, she was still worried about him when he went through his own process, and she really wanted to tell him the truth. It says so much about her character, and it tells us so much about how she's so different from the mom, and she has a heart, she has a conscience, and she's so precious. So I really love Park Shin-hye's character this episode. Now let's go to Lee Jung-suk. Lee Jung-suk's character this episode, I thought it was pretty interesting how it started from him losing his confidence to him being humbled and gaining it back. In that, I love how he finally realized his mistake, that hey, Inha is not her mom. Everyone makes faults at one point in their life. It all depends on how you correct that fault. So I really like how he corrected that fault, and he didn't run away from his fear, even though he did at first, but he came back and faced it, which says a lot about a person, because you can run away and just keep running away, or you can run away and realize your mistake and come back and face your fears. So I really like how he came back as a character. It said so much about him that he came back, faced his fears head on, and is now trying to do the right thing and isn't leaving any stone unturned. Now when he met his brother Hyung, am I the only one that was extremely happy that he introduced himself as Choi Da-po? Because for me, that signified that because if you watch that scene at the end, it showed how the captain was telling him that there's going to be a case that he'll meet, and how he handles that case is what's going to determine if he's fit to be a reporter or not, and if he's worthy of being a reporter that says the actual truth. So I felt if he had introduced himself to his Hyung as his Hyung's brother, then one, okay, there are two things involved in that. If he had introduced himself to his Hyung as his Hyung's brother, then that means that he's no longer going to say the truth if his Hyung is found out to be a culprit and a corrupt person and a murderer. But him introducing himself as Choi Da-po to me meant he was removing himself from the relationship that he had with his brother, and realizing that hey, my brother might be iffy right now, and I suspect my brother for the murder, and I suspect that my brother might have something to do with this, and I strongly feel like he might have been the one that committed the murder. And if I let him know that this is who I am, then I am causing myself to have a relationship with him, and it won't be easy to actually take him to court and imprison him and do the right thing by him if it is found out that he is wrong. But if I detach myself from him and I don't work on the relationship we have, then it's gonna be easier for me to find out the truth and actually make justice prevail. So I like that about it, even though there was another side to it, in that if he had told his brother that this is who I am, blah blah blah, you need to stop what you're doing right now, then Inha wouldn't be in trouble in future, which I know she will be. The brother won't try to commit more murders, and the brother will stop, and his revenge will end there and then. But Choi Da-po doesn't know that and stuff. So there's an advantage to him telling his brother. There's a disadvantage. They're two sides to the whole situation. So yeah, let me know what you thought about that situation though. Did you support him introducing himself as Choi Da-po, or did you not support it? But I was so happy that he finally met his brother though. That was really awesome, and I felt so bad that he couldn't finally reunite with his brother. But I was so happy that he finally met his brother, and now he knows what his brother looks like. And I'm so proud of him for immediately knowing from the face that, dude, this is my brother, even before the brother said what his name was. So I really like that. Chansu, I love how Chansu has progressed as a character. Like I said, I love him. He's so cute right now and stuff. I love how he is also not leaving any stone unturned, and he's going on his gut feelings. If he feels something is wrong, he still doesn't give up the case regardless of what people tell him to do, and he goes for it, which is something that I feel his relationship with which is something that I feel that Choi Da-po really needs. So it's really good that they're friends right now, because he is gonna help Choi Da-po to keep bringing that instinct in him that you still need to search, even though you think it's right, there might still be some loopholes that you've missed. So I really love that they're friends, and I love that relationship. For the second male lead, I was so glad that Choi Da-po put him in this place. He's cute now sometimes, but he was so annoyed at the scene where he entered the car with Inha and he gave Choi Da-po this look like, yep, I got her. No, you ain't got her. So I was really happy Choi Da-po put him in this place. He's cute and stuff. His mom is hilarious. They have the weirdest relationship ever, and he's really weird for stalking her. But yeah, I thought he was cute, but I was so happy he was put in his place. For the drama as a whole, it started really like low. It started from a low to a high to a low. That was what it went this week. It started from a high to a low, from a low to a high to a low. So but I really like this week. I love how this drama is not dragging things. They could have dragged him, meaning his brother, till the end where he had killed Inha, or not killed Inha but attempted to kill Inha, but you're not dragging it and you're just putting everything out there right now. So I really like that. So yeah, I love this episode. I love the speed of the drama. This episode made me want to watch the next episode, and it took everything from me not to watch it, because I know if I watch it I have to review it, and I'm not ready to review it yet because I have stuff to do right now. Stuff came up. But yeah, I really love this episode. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments down below. Let me know your theories, your ideas, your plans. Do you also think the brother's gonna go after Inha like I do? Did you like that Choi Da-po did not introduce himself as his brother to his brother? What do you think about the whole thing? So let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. Who do you think is gonna catch Hyung and release Hyung's news to the world, etc? I think it's gonna be Choi Da-po, but who do you think it's gonna be? Let me know in the comments down below. Don't forget to give this video a like. Thank you for showing my reviews love. I sincerely do appreciate it and love you guys. Keep being the awesome beautiful people you are. Don't forget to give this video a like. Don't forget to share, subscribe, and keep being the awesome beautiful people you are. From me to you, you know I've got nothing but love for you. Peace.
I'm trying